song.
Red alert, RBT sent to you today. I'm going to call it moderate, mild, weathered Wednesday. This is pretty much the good weather everybody liking now. It ain't too hot. It ain't too cold. Them some scorching days. My grass turning brown, y'all. What about y'all? And if y'all out there listening today and watching the show, chime in, give me a call, 25053, or get on the chat line. I got a beautiful host, a guest today. Um, I'm going to let her introduce herself, but for the first part of the show, I am going to inform you of what we're going to be talking about. So, what we're talking about today is being positive, productive with purpose. We got too much negative things going on in the world, so there's really no need for us to be negative. There's a lot of negative things surrounding us. So, today we're going to talk about a lot of positive things that can potentially help you, help us, or just us marinate together to do things. So, Ty, why don't you introduce yourself to the viewers out there?
Hi, everybody. My name is Taisha. Nice to meet you.
So I'll kick it off a little bit for you. Ty's new to this, and I'm very thankful that I ran into her on Sunday at my event at Levels. Come check me out, Real Blessings Thrive at Levels every other Sunday. August 2nd will be the next time that I'll be there. So please come check it out. So she was there, came to enjoy herself, got her something to eat, and sat there and listened to a little bit of things that was going on with the show. And at the end of the show, she pulled me to the side and asked me a couple questions. And we kind of hit it off real quick. And I asked her, did she know anything about this? And she was willing to come. So any of you that's out there, if you want to be on my show, you know what to do. Get me in the inbox, catch me. If you got my number, call me. I don't mind. So Ty has been making quotes which were positive and uplifting that really caught my eye. What is one of your most positive quotes that you tell people?
I tell people all the time. Let me see. So it's be different stuff. Positive.
I mean, something to get them motivated, uplift them. So, like for me, I tell people all the time, one smile can hide 1,000 tears. And that's really powerful because if you just smile at somebody, you don't know what pain or hurt they've been going through all day. And you be nice to them and be kind and you smile, you may just change them. So that's one of my positive quotes.
So, um, anytime somebody come to me for like advice or anything, especially like financial wise, I
Mm-hmm.
always tell everybody that they need to run this race like it's just them. Like, don't be expecting for nobody to do nothing for you because they don't have to. So when they do something for you, you need to be grateful.
Grateful.
You need to be grateful because don't nobody have to do nothing for you. So,
That is so true.
like, even with myself, I have to tell myself, I talk to myself and tell myself that
I talk to myself all the
I
time.
tell myself all the time, like, work hard as if you don't have nobody. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not I don't feel like people are obligated to do nothing for me. So that way
Facts.
I can't get mad at nobody.
The only person you get mad at is yourself.
Yeah.
I hold myself accountable. But when I was younger, I didn't because I didn't have guidance and I didn't have a lot of people to look up to give me that strength. I had to learn that, like you said, I had to be more resilient about the things I was doing and say, Terralisa, what's wrong with you? Why are you doing this? You already know that nothing's going to come out of it, and you got people that will walk right beside you and do with you and never tell you that let's do something different.
Right.
That's what kind of when I mean like, we got enough negative going in the world. So we got people that I'm not saying they're really negative. So don't get me wrong, people. I'm not saying you're negative at all. But some people have negative aspects in life that they will push off on you
Oh yeah.
or to jump on you, spill on you, whatever, you know. So Ty, are you from Flint?
Yes.
Born and raised?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So what do you think about our city these last few days with everything that's going on?
These last few days,
You know,
I
the
don't
the,
really
the politics and stuff. I don't
with
get
the
in a lot of politics though.
me either.
Okay, good.
Me either because the world is scary nowadays. So I just pretty much I barely even watch TV. I barely watch
This
TV.
girl got qualities of me, y'all. I don't watch TV. I might watch a series or something or a video. But to
Oh, for
watch TV,
instance,
I don't
like
watch
how
TV.
we had the wildfire. I seen a glimpse of the news, but I'm like, okay, let me turn this off.
Negative. The news is always negative to me.
Yeah.
I've not seen one time that the news was very positive. Even when they try to portray things that are positive, you always hear that sarcasm in it or that negativity in it. And I think the newscaster people, if y'all watching and listening, because I know y'all be watching,
Yeah.
you need to change some of that. Try to make people happy. A product, people in an environment, we become the product of our environment. If you keep speaking negative, you're gonna get it. You know.
Exactly.
What
Yeah.
school did you go to?
Northwestern.
Northwestern. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
End up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You ain't no wildcat though, right? Like you a wildcat, but not a wildcat.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
um. So, what to our viewers growing up in Flint has taught you?
Growing up in Flint, like you said, you are who you around. So with me, um, I feel like you can't take everybody with you.
Amen.
And you can try, but everybody got to move on their own time.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you try to, I think it's one of those things where like people don't want you to tell them what to do, or they know it's right and they know you giving them good information, but because I don't know, it's because it's coming from a specific person,
Mm-hmm.
they don't want to listen, but they'll see everybody else doing it and then they want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So like I feel like sometimes you can hold yourself back by trying to hang with people from your past. It's because y'all have history.
Girl, say it. Speak, girl, speak.
But I love meeting new people
Me too.
because I don't never want to be the smartest person in the room. I love, I like to hang around people that have more than me.
I love a challenge.
Yeah.
I love a challenge, and I'm just like you.
Well, not have more, but just more knowledge,
Knowledge, something you
wisdom.
can
Like,
learn.
yeah, something I can learn. 'Cause if I
Mm-hmm.
can't learn from you, it's just like,
My grandmother used to say, if you don't learn something new every day, something's wrong with you.
yeah,
So I feel exactly how you do. I think that if you surround yourself with more positive, productive
yeah,
people,
yeah,
you find yourself moving in a better direction than just sitting there waddling in the mess.
yeah,
Nobody wants to waddle in the mess because when you get depressed and down and you don't have nobody to help pick you up, then you forget how to pick yourself up. That's feeding into the negative. You get, y'all know what I'm going to say, lost in the sauce. Don't get
mhm,
lost in the sauce because for
exactly.
every level, there's a devil. And I'm not mean the enemy devil. I mean, the devil can be a financial devil. It can be a spiritual devil. It can be a mental devil. It could be a relationship devil. Every level of your life that you go through a phase, you're going to meet something that's going to try to attack you and take you out. Um, you said you went to Northwestern. Um, I noticed one other thing. What talents do you have? You said something. I wonder if you're gonna tell us all because I read it, I saw it, and I was like,
My talent?
Well, I'll put it like this. I noticed you said you love food. So do
Oh,
you like to cook?
yes, I love to cook. Food make me
I
so
saw some of that
happy.
food, girl. I was like,
I love
you said it
food.
makes you happy?
Yes, food make
I
me
like
so
to eat,
happy.
girl.
I could be going having a bad day, and I just get to think about what I'm gonna cook for today, and I be happy about it. I be kitchen dancing.
Love, which
Hmm.
makes meals more better.
Yeah.
I really think that when people cook with love, it makes it that much better. I
Hmm.
don't want to eat nobody's food who's mad.
Yeah.
Please, Lord, don't let me have none of your food.
Throwing the
Even if
dishes.
I pray over it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Even if I pray over it, I don't want it. I don't want it because you didn't had your spirit all over
Yeah.
that. No, no,
Yeah.
no. So do you attend church?
I do, but it's not consistent. I
That's
did grow
okay.
up in church.
Okay.
I
Okay.
went to Joy Tabernacle.
I went there for a little while.
Yep. Pastor
Okay.
R. Sherman McCatherine. He baptized me when I was 11, and he also 2 years ago baptized my oldest two kids.
Okay. So you have two children.
3.
Three.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I have two. They're grown, but I have 5 grandbabies.
Hmm.
But they keep me young and active. I love it. I think that a family that stays together, prays together, eats together. And that's another thing. I think a lot of families need to sit down and have dinner together.
Yeah.
Like I saw you and your kids and your mom having
Mhm.
dinner.
Mhm.
Y'all, I wasn't stalking her page, okay? I wasn't. I was on there getting some information for
Yeah.
the interview today.
Yeah.
But I love what I saw, and it was amazing to me because you don't see that very often. You just don't. But I want to give a shout out to the producers here at Out of the Mud Inc. George F. Grundy II, James Mayfield, the greatest Mayfield, and Larry Lott. Without them, I couldn't be here today doing what I'm doing. So shout out to you guys. Thank you very much for everything you do. And again, if you're all out there watching, get on the line 248-820-5053 or hit me up on the chat line. I want to know what you think could be done in our community for people to stay positive, productive, with purpose. So for me, my purpose is I put out informational, spiritual, books that help people understand their purpose in life. Because I want to know why I'm here.
Yeah.
I ain't just here just to be for likes and clicks. No. But while you're doing it, like, share, and subscribe. I had to throw that in there too,
Yeah.
y'all. So, if you could fix one thing in our city, what would it be that you would fix?
I will fix like the school system. Okay, you know
Oh,
what?
yes.
Being that I am a child care provider, I feel like it would have been better for like how let me see. So like with the 591 kids, they have an early Head Start program.
591, what does that mean? I don't know.
591 kids. It's a program that accepts kids as young as probably like 5 or 6 months
Okay.
to start school early. And I feel like that's taken away from a lot of the daycares.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's taken away because because parents feel like because it's a school, then the kids will get better education and things like that. So
But I kind of think that if they were in a daycare, they get that extra care and nourishment that they would get if they were at home. And seeing that you said that, it's a lady that I interviewed before. And matter of fact, she shares the same birthday as I do. Imani has a daycare. She's in Texas now. And shout out to you, Imani. And that's some of the things you've been talking about, having the base about these babies to the 591 kids.
yeah,
I never heard that, but I'm gonna take a look to that because I want to know a little bit about it.
because the thing is, with daycare, they want kids to learn through play, and learn all their emotions and different skills versus paper.
Yes.
So I feel like you would think like if you send your kid to school early, they gonna learn, of course, like the basics, how to write their name, they letters, and everything like that. But like I said, with daycare, it's more of a emotional development.
And a lot of kids lack social development. And the reason being, we got kids out here that don't have that love and comfort from home, and they get pushed off into the school. And while they're in the school doing what they do, the next thing you know, they have these mentality things or separation from other children, other social skills. And I agree with you.
Yeah.
How long you been doing in daycare, doing things with daycare?
This year, 8 years. In
8 years.
June. In June, made 8 years. Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations. That
Thank you.
deserves a good hand clap there.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you. Because I think that really takes some effort and some resilience because in order to do that, you got to reflect on yourself.
Yeah.
And by you being a mom of three, you know what it takes to
Mhm.
raise these children.
Mhm.
The older folks would say it takes a village to raise kids. Well, yeah, it does. But a lot of times it takes a village with a good leadership in the home.
Yeah.
Good leadership. Um, as far as things in our city, I know we've been talking about positive, productive, with purpose. Some of the negative things in the city that need some work on. I think they need to work on the water situation, the water money. I think they need to stop playing with people. I was told that I didn't qualify, and I don't understand. I've been born and raised, and I've lived here all my life. So I don't know. Unnecessary shooting. Somehow or another, these young kids are able to get their hands on weapons. I think that's something that needs to be worked on. And the manipulation from our potential officials in our community or in our city. I think that a lot of things start with them that they need to start instead of them fighting with each other all the time.
Right.
They need to come together and figure out how to stop the violence in our community.
Right.
That's what I believe.
I feel like I always tell people, your life is what you make it. A lot of people blame like how they was raised, and even they friends, is the environment. Like you can pull yourself out of that environment. You don't have to, you know, you don't have to go, especially like what you went through as a kid, because it's not enough leaders. All the kids are just followers.
Amen. Y'all hear that?
Yeah,
This
I heard it
woman
all.
just like, is that a comment, George? You're doing a lot. I'm not kind of following what you're doing. It's kind of confusing me a little bit. Let's see. Glass time. It's I would say people need to lead by example. Pretty much, I agree with that, James. It's hard to tell a child to be positive without a point of reference. Amen. And what he said became the point of reference. That is so true, and it is. It really is. It's hard because if you don't lead by example, how you expect these youth to come up under you and understand what to do? Values. It's one of the things I wrote on here. How do you feel about family values?
Family values. I feel like a lot of people take advantage of family values, especially when they don't get what they want. People just always feel like they entitled.
Yes, they
So
do.
like,
Yes, they do. I definitely agree with you. I think that it's a lot of people that think that my dad worked in the shop. I don't have to have a job because he's going to take care of the bills in the house. Therefore, he's got to give me money to do what I need to do. That ain't how it works in the home,
exactly,
you know?
exactly. A lot of kids don't have structure either. Like you have to lead. I like my with my kids. Although my kids are they financially secure, and so they can get whatever they want, but I still make them earn it though. Like, and I had to learn that. I learned that as a kid,
Hmm.
so I had to work for my money.
Okay. And I do understand that.
And a lot of kids, they don't understand. Like they just
Mm,
think everything's supposed to be handed to them, or because you're their parent or provider, guardian, that you're supposed to do extra stuff for them.
right. And I'm telling you, if you're out there watching and you hear this young lady is making some very powerful statements that I feel that a lot of our younger mothers and fathers need to take heed to that because you need to realize it starts in your home how your kids are going to prosper in this world. They need to do this with purpose. They need to have value. They need to have understanding, respect, all of that good stuff. So, what else did he just say? Or because no, it says Jessica Thompson. What did she say to you?
Something negative.
See, there we go. Yeah. So, well, Jessica, thank you for your comment. First of all, um, so that is your opinion, and I do understand that. However, um, these things are unbeknownst to me. So therefore, I'm going to carry on with the show. And if you know what you would like to say, what makes things positive in our community, I'd love to hear that. Thank you very much. So me as a product of Flint, growing up in Flint, um, like I said, you wrote something about almost want to give up, which I still am. I didn't have the ability, again, like I said earlier, with someone that wanted to say, hey, keep going, keep going, keep going. And if I had given up, I wouldn't have been able to write these books. And these are not the only books that I have. I have other books that I just haven't published yet, financial reasons. But I'm going to, definitely going to. Um, and I need to know from you, basically. I guess I need to know. I think our public would like to know. I was asking you earlier about family values and boundaries with our children and in the home. Is there anything you'd like to ask me
What
about
made
these
you? Yes. So, what made you start writing books?
life endeavors? Going through struggles, having ups and downs, heartaches and pain, relationship problems, and things like that. I feel that some things in this world and some people can be cruel.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're not equipped in your heart and in your mind to face these things, you don't have an outlet. I needed an outlet. My outlet was to put my words and thoughts on paper. So when I did that and I started reciting them to people, like, listen to what I wrote, and this is what I'm going through. Then I started finding out that there was other people that are going through the exact same thing in the exact same manner that I was. And their purpose, some of them failed. We all fall short of the glory sometime. And some of them have purpose. And some of them try to help and some try to foil what you're doing. So that's what made me write.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I wanted my grandchildren to know something about me when I'm gone. These books will always be there. What do you think about the schools taking out a lot of books that our generation listened to and grew up on? Like, I can't think of I should have wrote them down, but there are a lot of names of books that they removed from the library. Did you know about that? Yes.
I know they don't have kids writing in cursive anymore. I mean, my kids do. My kids go to Davidson schools, but I noticed and I have seen on Facebook about parents complaining that their kids don't know how to write in cursive.
Oh, wow. And that is something. Just like I just said the other day, kids don't know how to tell time if it's not digital. Hey, April, how you doing? Oil lady. April the oil lady. I got to see you. Yeah, kids they don't have that ability to do that stuff anymore. And I really think that they need that. I really do. I think that they need to understand that when they sign their name, they want you to write X again like they used to back in the day. So I still sign my name. Some people print their name.
Yeah, because they don't know how to write their signature.
I know. And then some of the people just say initial here. So now your initial is your name. I don't get all that. But to have positive, be positive with purpose and be productive. I feel that us as women growing in our community, all we need to do is just stay positive and focused. And the longer you stay focused on things in life, the better off you would be, the better off your children would be, and all this. I don't think that people will look at others differently because your life may be different than somebody else's life.
And when you trying to be positive, you got people that are miserable and they want you to, misery loves company.
Misery loves company. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
It do.
It does. And there's really no reason for someone to keep throwing daggers. I'm going to say this for me.
Okay.
I'm not friends with my son's baby mama.
Okay.
I have nothing negative ever to say about her. I don't talk about her in front of her kids or any of that. But on the flip side, she does that to me. She posts things, she says things, and I just roll with the punches and roll right over it because to me, it does not affect me because I don't have to stoop to that level.
Yeah.
We don't have to degrade ourselves to make things better for somebody else or add fire to the flame.
Exactly.
I'd rather just say, that's your opinion, that's your words, that's your piece. If you're happy with what you're saying, fine with me.
Listen, I'll run from negativity. If it's negative, I'm pew, I'm gone.
Yes.
I'm gone.
And I just feel like a lot of things in life people perceive differently. And everybody's entitled. You had your opinion, I got my opinion, but does that make you wrong? Does that make me right? No, we're human. We're human beings. But the best thing to do is stay positive, Ty. Always stay positive. Always stay focused. Always know that what you're doing for the best of your interests and your babies. Or what you're doing for anything, your mom, your dad, if they're around, your uncle, your aunt, your grandmother. I can recall doing things with my grandmother that I was like, why are you making me pick beans? But it was a purpose for that. I got to grow up to be a woman and learn how to cook. Why are you making me wash dishes? I got to learn how to clean. It was purpose. It might have didn't seem positive to me because I wanted to go outside and play. But the respect level that I had for my grandmother made me say, okay, I got to do this. I got to. Because if I don't, then I'm going to get whooping. First off,
Yeah.
I'm going to get scolded. But,
I actually wanted
again.
to cook. I wanted to cook. I wanted to learn how to cook because I wanted to eat what I wanted to eat. Especially when I'm like, oh, when I grow up, well, by the time I became a teenager, yeah. I was cooking
That's
full
good.
course meals. I was ready. Like,
Really?
hmm
What's your favorite meal to cook?
I love soul food. I
Girl,
love
come on now.
soul
You know how to
food,
cook
like
some greens?
greens, macaroni, yams,
That's one of my favorite.
dressing.
You know how to make dressing too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay, girl. Now I seen some dish you was making that had some cheese on it and some broccoli and some lettuce and and on the bread with the cheese. I was like, oh yeah, I was looking.
Yeah, I like to try new stuff. Like I be on TikTok and trying to figure out because I like at this point I want to try new foods. Like I'm tired of eating the same thing, but I love soul food.
hmm So if you
But
go out of town and you travel, do you go out and go to the exact same restaurants that's in your city or you try new foods?
I try new foods.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
Um,
I'm afraid to try new foods.
I
I
try
want
new
to.
foods.
Now if somebody else get it and I'll be like, let me taste it. Then I might try it.
Well, I take that back. If I'm real hungry, I have to get what I know tastes good.
Okay.
But if we just go and just pig out, I'm like I want to try this, and that.
Okay. I
Yeah.
think that the purpose when we people go out of town is to experience new things, try new things, learn new things, and bring home new things.
Cause people make greens different though.
Have you ever had green gumbo?
No, but I want to.
Oh, I looked it up online. I might try to
This
make it. My aunt
lady,
made it. It was the bomb.
this lady on Facebook, her name is Lynn.
Okay.
And Lynn, oh my god, I have to be watching her page. So it be looking so good, but I want to try it. So yeah, I
Okay.
want to try it.
Well, I know the green gumbo that my aunt made. Shout out to you, ain't saying. And man, she made some green gumbo. I know it looked funny, and she's in Houston,
Mhm,
Texas, and it looked funny. However, it smelled really good,
mhm.
and I tried just a little bit, and I had the rest of my food. I ate that. I was like, forget the rest of it. I've already had dressing and mac and cheese and spaghetti salad. I filled my bowl up with that green gumbo, baby. If I can make it, I'm making it. I might try. I might try.
Yeah, let me know.
So you like to cook. I see that you do things with your mom.
Anytime I'm out of town, I have to take her
Aw,
because she didn't travel a lot. Growing up, she didn't travel a lot. So
really?
anytime, and then I be needing a baby.
Oh. Yeah, what one of your posts said that you were taking my mom out to dinner
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I'm getting out later or something like that.
Mhm.
So, hey, if that's what we got to do, that's what we got to do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my mom was gone, passed away by the time my children was coming about and
Okay.
getting involved and growing up. But my family was there for me to help me. And then a lot of times I was like, if my kids can't go, I ain't going.
Yeah.
It
Well, I
was
don't
just
trust
like
a lot
that.
of people with my kids either, so I'm very grateful, thankful for my parents. They always have helped me
hmm
out so much.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
So something else on here that I want to ask you before we end our show today. Ask you about your hobbies. Did you have any other questions for me? I know you asked me how long I've been doing this and what made me write. Anything?
So, any other questions for you? Oh, so can you tell me more about what be going on Sundays at Levels?
Yes. Thanks for asking. So on Sundays, yeah. On Sundays, so I've been doing that also for 2 years now, but at levels since January of this year.
Okay.
I was at another location at the Urban Cafe. Shout out to Anthony Allen for allowing me to put my shows on there. Every other Sunday, what I do is I have five people, solid five people, possibly six, that will work with me. That I said, okay, well, we're going to do this show. Are you available? And they say yes. And so the shows that I put on are usually to promote authors, poets, singers. If you sing, hit me up. If you're a poet, hit me up. You're an author, hit me up. Whatever it is, and then I put people on down there, and I display things, and I post stuff about them, bringing awareness back to our community, so that people understand that we're here. We're not going anywhere. We're trying to thrive and survive because RBT stands for Real Blessings Thrive with Terralisa McBride. So I'd like to see you all down there. Come out August 2nd. Also, it's music, entertainment. People, we dance, we laugh, we talk, we socialize. It's a very good environment. Shout out to you, Dink Sosa, Montez Brown, and Art Woodson for always being available for me to do what I do down there. You guys are wonderful. Again, so while I'm giving some shouts out, let me be on the roll. I got to give a shout out to Out of the Mud because I'm getting it out of the mud, baby. And to shout out to James Mayfield, the greatest Mayfield, George F. Grundy II, George over there, and Larry Lott. Larry has a show also. Check out his show on Mondays, Lessons with Larry. He comes on about 7. And I want you all to know sometimes we have a set time for our shows, but sometimes these things go on. Parking situations. If you're downtown, you will know that today is jam packed. And then at 10 o'clock, so sometimes our shows they air, but it may be a little difference in time. And then we at Monday Matters with Will and Tanisha Buford. That's usually airing at 9 p.m. on Mondays. And on Wednesdays, of course, Red Alert, RBT, Snaps and Chat. That'd be me. And then on Thursdays, we have Thursdays with the third. The time is always to be announced. And then anytime, Monday through Sunday, you might catch the greatest Mayfield, James, on the platform. James, we've been missing you in action, brother. Get in here. And then on Sundays, of course, me and Stephanie Winfrey kick it off with Sassy T. Sassy T brings a lot of information. So one of the things I do want to talk about, because we're getting to the end of our show, what I want to talk about is, and this the negative part that I don't really want to talk about, but I gotta address it. There's a lady by the name of Tony Miller from Flint that went away for Juneteenth celebration and never came home. And when they found her, she was hung in a tree. So she
Oh
lost
yeah, I
her life.
seen it.
A young lady, a mother. I forgot how many children she has, but I think that people should not keep sweeping things under the rug. Things like that happen to people in our community. Somebody wants some answers. I know her sisters and them are disputing a lot of things and talk about it. They try to say it was suicide, but I want to say this, and this, I'm not an expert, but I want to say this. Most people of African American descent would not hang themselves because it is a disrespect to our people strictly because that happened to our generation and our forefathers before us. Why would we do that as disrespect? Now, if they wanted to pull the trigger, and I hate to say these things, or take some pills or do something like that to end their life, I can see that probably potentially happen. But to go out and get in a tree
Yeah.
or whatever and do that to yourself, unalive yourself. I do not believe that. And I know a lot of people in our city don't. And I know her family definitely don't. So if any of you know anything, get with the officials, get them some information, get them some background about her. Her life did matter. And I'm not saying because of the color of her skin. There is something that I said earlier. I said, we are all, we're like we're servants, we're humble, right? Um, we're humble servants of the Lord, and we all have purpose. And everything that we do comes with a mission. It don't matter what you believe in. Some people believe in the Buddha, they believe in all these things, and I'm not taking that away from anybody. And then you got atheists out here, but they're still good people. People have a choice to make in life. I don't think no one chooses to actually want to do these things to take away their life. So let's see. Serenity said, "Hi, Serenity. Thanks for tuning in." She says, "Remember that one of the audience member a few weeks back. Thank you for doing that on Sundays." Yes, because she said that there used to be a place several years ago that did poetry open mics. So it's a good thing. And that's nice that it's back and it's growing up the atmosphere and a nice vibe. Yes, it is, Serenity. It's a very nice vibe. It's a nice atmosphere. It's a nice vibe. It's in the heart of downtown, just like where we are right now at Out of the Mud Inc. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate that. And Serenity, thank you so much for that information because that is absolutely true. Absolutely. So yes, Mr. Grundy.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir.
Um, Lynching is a skill set. You have to learn how to properly wrap the ropes. You have to understand and know what to do in order to make sure you choose the right limbs in order to put the right weight on there. And um, what's going to ultimately happen is the cowards that are doing things like that are going to be caught, and the punishments that are going to happen with them are not going to be what they expect, because they're not anticipating or expecting that their veil be broken,
Mm-hmm.
but it is, and it's happening, and people care about folk. Everybody has somebody that care about them, whether they know what's going on or not.
Mm-hmm.
And when they find out what's going on, then things start to move in motion. So that's the main thing I want to say. Um, and the other thing is that we don't support negativity when it comes to uh, any anything on here. We might joke with folks, we might do all kinds of things that
Amen.
are amongst each other, but if you have things you want to say, keep it in the space it's supposed to be, or you will be blocked.
Well said. Well said. Out of the Mud is a decent platform. Even on my shows, I don't swear. I don't do anything out of the context. I'm not drinking. I'm not doing any of those things. I understand everybody's entitled to their opinion or whatever, but this is a safe platform where we display positive influence of others, and we want people to tune in for that purpose, not for the purpose for to degrade someone or put them down, because that's not what we're here for. And I'm not going to stand for that either. So, again, I appreciate you tuning in. However, you, Flu says, have, oh, hey fam, Terralisa and Ty, how y'all doing?
Hi.
Girl, we doing. I was a little hot. I'm feeling the air kick in now a little bit so I can smile a little more. Y'all know me with these hats on and stuff. Shoot, I was getting hot under the collar, Mr. Grundy. I'm just I'm just joking. Y'all know I like to talk mess and me joking. But I want to display some of my books. So, Ty, I'm gonna pick something for you.
Okay.
I used to do this a lot when I first started my shows. I'd pick a poem or I read it to someone. I think page 77 represents you. It goes from 77 to 78. Do you mind reading?
Sure.
I want you to read this. And I think this will touch the hearts of many.
Okay. Where I'm starting?
Right here.
Every
Read the title.
oh, a poor black woman with a rich heart. Everyone has a story, so where do I begin? Everyone has a voice to be heard, and most of us live in sin. Keeping up with the Joneses is what some people do. I am not only speaking of me, but I am also talking about you. Coming up in a world of lies and discreet, never praying or paying attention to those that creep. There are days, as I'm reading the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There are days that you worry and scurry around waiting for a miracle to happen, all while you wear a frown. You wonder how you will fend for yourself and make a difference. But you cannot seem to stop straddling the fence with reputation. Where there is nothing you see that will enhance your sight, it gets harder to close your eyes and sleep at night. Poetry comes in many forms. Wealth comes with many storms. Life is nothing if you are not reborn. Thanking the Lord above for giving me reason to be, because when it's dark and I cannot see, you always make a way for me. I may be poor. I am most definitely black. I am not rich, and my heart sometimes hits the floor, but I have faith in our Lord forevermore.
The next page. And I'm going to tell you why I chose that for you in a minute.
Okay. A poor black a poor black woman with a rich heart is where I will start. I have to believe in myself because others tear me apart. I look to the heavens. I move through the valley and halls because moving my mountains is very real. A poor black woman with a rich heart may be how you see me. A black woman with a heart is how God created me. Because my heart is rich, full of God's glory, I am a black woman, but that's not all to my story. Even though I may not have a lot to give, but with God, I can soar. So when I look at others living in sin, without God, you cannot win. You see, my friend, that to me is poor. Amen.
So I chose that because unfortunately, some of the things that was listed in the chat line, I feel like each one of us are women with a heart. Each one of us are women that get tore down by somebody else, whether they like what you say or like what you do, whether you like what they say or like what they or don't like what they do. Each of us has a choice. I'm very happy and proud that you sat here through that diversity and you made the choice to keep going with this interview. So I congratulate you as
Thank
a
you.
poor black woman with a rich heart.
Thank you.
Don't let nobody tear you apart, okay?
Yeah.
Never. And I'm sorry that um, the viewer felt that way or felt the need to share, because that doesn't hurt. That doesn't help anybody. It only hurts the situation. And I don't want to hurt the show or hurt the program because this program is not about that. I was thankful that this young lady was decided to come on my show to be a part of it, to discuss about positive, productive, with purpose. Why are we got to be negative? What's the negative version for? But anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. Is there anything else you want to say or add? She said, I see y'all doing great. Thank you, Flu, and thank you for tuning in. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Even if you don't subscribe, like and share. Check it out on all the platforms. They're on YouTube. I'm on YouTube, Check out the show. I appreciate you. You never know. There's always a positive, productive message for someone to receive when they watch the platform shows. Because
Yeah.
you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. I mean, it's things that make me upset, but I got to remember to keep going.
Don't nothing really make me upset nowadays because
Don't let
I'm
it.
living my life with purpose for real.
There we go.
For
Good
real.
title for you today.
It is.
Good
That was
title for you today.
awesome. I
Thank
love
you
it.
so much.
I
And
love it.
again, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you to Out of the Mud for allowing this to happen today. Thank you, George, for the informational thing about the negative things on the platform. I appreciate that. Lately, I've been seeing that come across our platforms on the show. And I'm glad that you took care of that again. Go right ahead, sir.
So let me say that I know y'all heard the adage that when the devil or when evil or bad things come to you, that's when you about to get through that breakthrough.
Yes, sir.
So out of the mud, we've been doing this for a minute, and we put it on our backs to be able to give the community something that they don't have to pay for, and something that is consistent, and something that is positive.
Yes, sir.
So this is that hurdle. We haven't dealt with a whole bunch of negative things, but this is just proof to me,
Yes, sir.
and I'm sure it's proof to James and Larry
It's proof
that
to me too.
we getting to a point to where today's price ain't gonna be tomorrow's price, and things is gonna be different, and we're just gonna take over the world. That's all.
That's right. Pinky in the braid. And I'm in a pink chair. No, I'm just kidding. All right, y'all. Red alert, RBT, snaps in chat. Over and out. Thank you.